What's going on, guys? Just a little disclaimer about this video. This video comes from an anonymous source that remains anonymous. It's all allegedly. I don't know for sure if anything I'm saying is true, but this is what I'm getting from the inside right now. If you guys have plans to come to Caesars, you guys are going to come in, you're going to enjoy yourself, going to do the Bacchanal buffet. I sure hope they're open for you, but as it stands right now, this is just my analysis. It doesn't constitute a solid truth. It's just what I've heard, and I'm passing it along to you so you can make an informed decision about coming to Vegas. Caesars Palace is a great property. I like it a whole lot, and they treat their guests well, from what I hear. And yeah, that's my disclaimer. So the video starts right now. So I had a conversation with somebody yesterday that works at Caesars Palace, specifically in food and Bacchanal buffet, and they have not been called back to work. So I'm going to call it right now. The Bacchanal might not ever open again. Maybe it opens in the future. We're going to talk about the reasons this might be happening. It is a giant bummer, isn't it? But you tell me, is this a bummer to you? Does this bother you? I don't know. But I'm standing right here right now. I thought I would show you something cool today. See this? We don't have basements in Las Vegas. I mean, probably you could. I don't know. If you're a builder, you tell me, can we do basements here? It's all called slab on grade construction. They just make giant flat plots of land. I'm in the west side of town. You can see some of the mountains behind me. Las Montañas, as they say. Anyways, my name is Steven. I'm not leaving Las Vegas. I'm a Vegas blogger. Why am I wearing my mask? Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. And you know what? Appreciate you guys telling me what you think about the Caesars buffet and if it's going to be a thing in the future or if buffets are just done for the most part. We have some casinos trying them. We'll talk about that too. And the reasons this probably is a thing that you should be worried about, because I'm worried a little bit. And if you guys want to support the channel, reach out on Patreon. You guys can be in the credits of the videos. We also have YouTube memberships. You guys, if you're on those levels, in certain rank levels, you get one live stream exclusive per month. We do all the regular live streams, name in the credits, early videos, all that stuff. We also have Facemasks.com, the only tool you'll ever need. I like that one right there. Do we call this Call of the Wild or something like that? I don't know. Wife has all sorts of good names. 2 for 25 bucks. Let's get to the video. Facemasks.com, no S at the end. All right, so here's the deal. I got a message from somebody yesterday. They said, you know, my friend in Vegas watches you. Thinks you're awesome. Thanks. I appreciate when you guys say that kind of stuff. Makes me feel nice. And he said he works at the Bacchanal buffet, and he's been there for quite some time. And so you want to talk to this person. They have some information for you. So I called up this person, and wouldn't you know it, actually this person wanted to ask me when they're going to return to work. So what do you mean you're asking me when you're going to return to work? He says, well, you said in a video some time ago, maybe a month ago, that the Bacchanal opens on August 28th. And I figured you had some inside, or late August, not the 28th. Today's August 28th, late August. I figured you have some kind of insider information. I said, no, I got that out of the Review Journal. I was like, no. He goes, well, we don't know when we're going back to work. And like, he says to me, he's been at that spot for a long time. Like, he is super high up in seniority. He's been there nearly as long as I've been alive working with the buffet. So that's a big deal. And they have no idea when they're going back to work. So Caesars is telling us regular folks one thing, and at the other side of their mouths, they're telling their employees completely different things. Mainly that there is no plans to open the location anytime soon. So in a video a couple of weeks or months ago, I saw the Review Journal note up that the Bacchanal was going to have a big grand reopening at late August. Now we're a few days almost finished of August, and there's nothing happening right now. So the employees call up and they say, when are we going back to work? We'd really like to get back to our jobs, even if it's reduced hours, and they don't have any answers for them whatsoever. Which, especially for the senior people, especially for the seniority employees there, they don't know what's going on, and they've been working there for decades, many of them. So when you have all the way down to your people who have been there for decades not having any kind of an idea what's going on, you have a couple of things that could be happening here. So we're going to go over some theories right now. First theory is, when we transitioned over from the old Caesars to the new Caesars, we changed to public relation firms. Okay, so that means that Caesars Entertainment, they're not going to have some guy that works for Caesars or some gal that works for Caesars actually doing press releases and sending things out to the Review Journal. They're going to hire a PR or a media agency to handle all that kind of stuff, word it in such a way that it has good copywriting, and get it out to resources like the Review Journal and Fox 5 Vegas and CNN and all these different places. That's why you saw CNN get the exclusive on Caesars Palace before it opened. They said, here's what the new Caesars is going to look like for the guests before June 4th when it all opened. That was a PR agency that did that. It's possible that we had one PR agency hearing one thing, and then after the transition, they either lost that PR agency or they moved on to a new one, because Eldorado likely had their own and they bought Caesars. So it's really Eldorado with the Caesars wrapper on top of it. And they said, we're not going to be talking about this for right now. Yeah, we said that. Don't worry about it. The less you say things, the more they go away. We're not worried about all that kind of stuff right now. That's the first possibility. The second possibility is that they looked at the economic situation in the market right now, and they said, well, 50% capacity on the weekends when we're lucky, 30 to 25% on the weekdays, we need to turn a profit. Now, my source tells me that that buffet was profitable under the old circumstances, so they don't understand why it wouldn't open up again. Well, I'll tell you this right now, it wouldn't open up again because profitability pre-C19 virus is one thing. Being profitable now, completely different other thing. So you can't be profitable right now under the same business models when your business model at a buffet relies on massive amounts of food. And I was saying for a while that the buffets are profitable in Las Vegas. People were laughing at me saying that they don't make money. And then when Eldorado announced a few weeks ago that they don't plan on bringing buffets back to their properties, and we were all wondering, why would you have said a few weeks before that, when you were still Caesars, that you were going to bring buffets back at the Bacchanal buffet? People were like lampooning me and saying, see, I told you, look at him flip-flop. I was saying, I guess they're not profitable. But this actually goes out to prove that that was a profitable buffet, according to my source who called me about this, who's worked there for decades. But it was profitable under the old circumstances, right? So right now we have a few things working against us. The first thing I mentioned is the amount of people coming to Las Vegas. The second thing is the wallets of people coming to Las Vegas. I'll make a video about the type of people who are coming in right now and the type of audience we're dealing with at a later date, so subscribe to the channel for that. But the other thing is we're limited to 50% capacity by the state. You can't have more than 50% of your capacity in any room in a building at any given time. And casinos are going to have a capacity for the buffet, for the casino floor, for every little part of that casino, and then they all make up the number. But you can't have 100% capacity, which is what you made a profit off of. Another thing on that too is the food you got to order for the buffet. They're not ordering food, you know, on a Monday for the buffet on the Tuesday. Obviously, you probably knew that. They're ordering lots of food orders in advance with forecasts. The forecast would say we had 42 million people to Las Vegas in 2018 and 2019. So let's order this much food for 2020 because we think it might increase by a few fractions of a percentage point, but we know what to order. We get a bulk order, we pay less for the food, but you can't do that right now because it's too inconsistent. We don't know what's happening with it right now. So that's another thing there. The other thing that could be happening right now, keep up with me, camera. Geez Louise. The other thing that could be happening right now is that they didn't want to have the buffets. Now, going back to the whole thing, well, buffets are not profitable. In most cases, they may not be. You know, they might not be profitable. So there you go. There's your retraction. But in the case of the Wynn, the Encore, the Bacchanal Buffet, the Cosmopolitan, the Wicked Spoon, Bellagio, these high-end places like the M Resort, they have to be turning some kind of a profit when they're charging you $50 or $60 to go in, and the profit in the business model doesn't change that much. The food might look a lot better. Some of the food choices are going to be of more quality, but it's not going to be that much more different. So those ones, I do believe we're making a buffet profitable. There was a profitability matter, but it's the other properties, it's the Harrah's and the Flamingos of the world. It's the smaller buffets that might have been the losses that they want to erase off of the books. And right now, the entire Wall Street universe is going to be staring at Eldorado Resorts, which is now the new Caesars. Again, it's Eldorado's in a Caesars wrapper. They're going to be staring at Caesars going, where's your profit, guys? You're a publicly traded company. We want to fund you. We want you guys to make us money. If we give you loans, where's your profit coming from? And they say, well, we cut all these things that didn't make us money, and so we cut out all the buffets, and we did them all in one fell swoop. So maybe it's possible that it comes back. You know, my source tells me that the $3 million renovation was finished and it was fantastic and it was beautiful, but they can't make money that way. What do they do? Now, you know, you could always put in some sports type of stuff, and you could have food service going on, and you could sell high-priced alcohol at the buffet. That's an option for you possibly. You can wait and cover, duck and cover, wait and see how everything kind of turns out, and see if in the future we do have, you know, the sufficient amount of people coming in so they can pack that buffet up and turn a profit on it. But until the restrictions get lifted, and not the mask restrictions that everybody hates, it's the service of food restrictions that causes the Wynn to bring you the food and causes the South Point to not let you touch anything. Until that goes away and we have even 75% capacity in buildings, probably not going to be happening anytime soon. I hope buffets don't go away permanently. I really like buffets, right? They're really cool things. I used to go with my wife all the time. Heck, we were going to go to the Bacchanal and do a video of it, but it looks like it's not going to be happening anytime soon. So there's that. I don't think buffets are coming back. If they are, it might be the super high-end ones. But this right here says that when you call up and you say, hey, I'm coming into Vegas on, I'm coming in on September 1st, is the buffet open? And they tell you, yeah, the Bacchanal plans to be open. They have not been called back. Nobody at the Bacchanal, even the employees who have worked there for decades, have been called back, according to my source. So that's an allegedly thing. I can't prove anything right now, but that's what I've been hearing, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. There you go. Future homeowners, for your own safety, please do not enter our construction site. So I'm not allowed to walk up there on that cool big ridge, but that would be foolish of me anyways. Mitigate the risk when you come to Las Vegas, even if you're walking around where they're building your home. My name is Steven. I'm not leaving Las Vegas. I'm a Vegas blogger. Be sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for future notifications. If you guys want to support, there's Patreon and all that stuff. Be in the credits, YouTube channel memberships. Also, VegasFacemasks.com. Again, that's Call of the Wild. I love it. It's beautiful. Yeah, there you go. So now's the time of the video where I say 3, 2, 1, click. Comment below what you think of the buffet situation. And 3, 2, 1, and click. Where's my button? Click. Thank you.